Very quick
Wow.
from Shoaib.
Hey, hello, how you doing? As always, glad you could make it. Today we're going to take another look at a style of bowling, and this is pace bowling. In fact, I guess it's the ultimate pace bowling because the video is titled The 10 Fastest Bowls in Cricket History. It's from a YouTube channel called Planet Cricket, and it will be the latest in my journey to understand this game, and we're getting there, slowly but surely. It's a complicated game. But before we get to this video, I wanted to just quickly say thank you to everyone who's watched these videos, who may be watching this one now. When I started this channel a few months ago, I truly had no idea if even one person would care to watch a video of mine. And I've been pretty overwhelmed by the response. And after only a few months, as I record this now, I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers, which is about 10,000 more than I would have predicted when I started. So that's amazing, and I'm appreciate it, and I'm very thankful. And I enjoy reading the comments. It's really been a cool thing. I'm grateful I started it, and I'm kind of overwhelmed by what the response has been. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Without further ado, 10 fastest bowls in cricket history. Let's take a look.
Got him right through him. That is a great delivery from Shane Bond. 153 k's per hour. Magnificent stuff, and they picked up the skipper this time. 2 down.
That was just flying. It looked like it was on the fly, off the ground the whole way, and kind of hit the stumps at the base of the stumps, but it was moving, man. I couldn't really tell. Well, 95 miles an hour. That's fast.
He's bowling with a bit of pace, 156.4 kilometers per hour.
He's bowling with a bit of pace. Yes, he is. That's more than a bit.
Might see something here. Oh, early doors. First pill up the tee.
Wow, that bounced high. I'm wondering when the measurement of speed is taken. Probably right when it's out of his hand. Probably that's when it would be moving fastest. So before the bounce. That's quick. That's something interesting. Like in baseball, you don't see that because the pitcher in baseball is on what they call the pitcher's mound, and he pitches in baseball without a run up, so there's no momentum going forward. In cricket, they take such a big run up that the momentum keeps going, and I don't know how close they are. It looks close, but that might just be the camera angle. But they're definitely eye to eye, which leads to more drama, I'm sure. A lot of gamesmanship.
Just needs to be a bit more on, off, and middle with that one.
Okay, so from what I get from here, these are the 10 fastest. They didn't necessarily lead to outs or anything, but they were just the fastest, the 10 fastest ever. Okay, that's good to know. That looks like
Oh, and another.
I learned recently that the West Indies were really dominant in 70s, 1970s, 80s, maybe the 90s even. And that's what this looks like. You can tell from the kind of the washed out film that it looks like it's from that era.
What a good delivery there. That wasn't too short from Andy Roberts. Right up. Roosevelt.
You can hardly see where the ball is coming from sometimes between his legs. And he said whenever it rips, there's enough time, he says, for you to whistle anything.
And caught brilliantly. Marsh.
Oh, did that go off the edge of the bat?
A wonderful catch.
Now, they must have some sort of mark in the grass where they've kind of walked off the steps. They must have it down to exact steps, and they start at the same time, because these guys are starting from way back and running quite fast. You know, when I looked at Shane Warne and the Spinners a couple months ago, I knew so little about this game that I couldn't even really. There was so much I didn't know that I'm looking back on it. I'm wondering. Shane Warne probably doesn't take this long run up at such speed, I would guess, because he doesn't need it. He's not trying to work up momentum to go as hard as he can, as fast as he can. He's trying to. His is more in the wrist or hand, I would imagine, fingers. But I don't recall. I wouldn't think a spinner would require so much run up though. But I'll have to check next time I see it. Oh yeah, it did come off the edge of the bat. Yep. Mitchell, that's a great picture. Wow.
Best Yorker in world cricket right there.
I'm not surprised.
That's 160.4.
Best Yorker in cricket, yeah. Here's my question to anyone out there who would care to answer. I would appreciate it. It looks like these. The ones I've seen they're straight. They're going pretty straight. It looks like they would be the equivalent of in baseball what's called the fastball, just straight, no curves. But I'm sure these guys are probably can. They obviously can swing the ball and curve it in the air when they want to. And probably they do, maybe more often than they don't. But it just looks like these top 10 highest ever speeds are just when they just they're just going for pure speed, because I don't think I've seen any of these balls curve in the air like I'm sure these guys can do and do the swing bowling. But this might be just the going on speed alone and just straight and fast.
One. That's around 100 mile an hour on the old scale. Yeah, that's right. Or is the radar overheating? Gee, he's got some rhythm, isn't he? You can see him snapping through that action. It's all.
They build up so much, like I don't know what the word would be. I'm not an engineer, but like the momentum and the torque, whatever they do to generate the release of so much power to get that ball to 100 miles an hour.
Ball three. Player miss. The eyes go straight up to the screen, and the crowd love it.
It's 100 miles an hour. A cricket ball does not get bowled faster than that.
That shows the speed of the run-up.
160 k's, that is 100 miles an hour.
You know, in that run-up, he kind of you know, kind of looks like he's jogging, not faster than a jog, but in reality, I'm sure he's moving fast, like faster than you think, because, you know, when guys, you know, when guys can run fast, they can make it look easy. And I would imagine these guys are trying to get a lot of speed as much as possible to throw it at this, at you know, 100 miles an hour. They have to. It's impressive.
161. It is getting faster. Can you believe it? Now the world record is 161.8.
Very quick
Wow.
from Shoaib Akhtar. An excellent over. A maiden from with speed step 4 over.
That last one, especially, just in that last, what do they do? They run, they kind of take a few steps, take a few faster steps, then they go into like a motion where everything comes together, it looks like, to generate the maximum amount of power. And his looked especially, I don't know what the word would be, violent almost. It looked like he just was gathering so much energy in that last step or two. That was cool.
100.2 miles an hour. Brilliant stuff. England 7-1.
Oh, that's it? That's it? Okay, that's it. Wow, that's interesting, because I think I've seen some of those guys before in the in the swing bowling, excuse me, in the swing bowling video, and they definitely can make the ball move, but those looked like they were just saying, let's just blow this ball by this guy. Let's just, you know, we're not going to try to fool him with a curve. We're just going to blow it by him, and that's what they looked like. Somewhere in what would be like a perfect, I think, Yorker landing spot at the guy's feet, and some were bounced pretty early and bounced high. Either way, although the ones bouncing high towards the guy's head, it really it's really remarkable, because if you happen to be watching this video, if you happen to be watching this video right now and you haven't played cricket, and you're thinking the ball must be kind of soft, but it's not. Trust me. This ball is heavier and harder than a baseball, if you're familiar with baseball. You know, it's not something I would have guessed when I first started looking at this game, but now I am well aware of how hard this ball is. So that was fun. That was fun. I'm wondering if all these 10 still stand today. Some of those look like they were maybe 20 years old, maybe even longer ago. There's one from the West Indies that was even in the 80s or something. So I wonder if these 10 are still the top 10. Either way, it's impressive. It's fun to watch. So anyway, there you go. Fastest bowls in cricket history. Once again, thank you to everyone who's taken the time out of their day to watch and comment. I appreciate it very much. If you liked the video, please feel free to subscribe, and I will see you again very, very soon. See you later.